Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to do a nice subtle brown smoky eye. I hope you like it and take care. I'll see you soon. To start off, I have already moisturized my face and I have used this Body Shop Oils of Life moisturizer, which I'm really loving nowadays. And now I'm gonna do my base. So for my base today, I am going to use this MAC Face and Body Foundation, and I am mixing this with my Maybelline Fit Me foundation. And to give that little extra glow to my skin, I've decided to mix this Faces Ultimate Pro Metallic Glow in the shade Topaz. I'm going to apply this mixture using my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, which I really love for my foundation. Now these two foundations are really pretty. Like, they don't give you like full heavy coverage, but yes, they do give you enough, like a sufficient coverage. So this foundation combo gives me a nice glow, plus it gives me the required coverage for my skin. So now the skin is done, we're going to move towards the eyes. For my eyes today, I am going to use this paint pot from MAC in the shade Quite Natural, which is going to act as a base for our smoky eye. And I'm just using this brush from Pac. It's in the number 340, which looks like that. It's very similar to your 217, but it's slightly flatter than your 217. So just apply that. Now you could also use your fingers, which I will, but I'll just use my fingers to blend the edges out. Just like that. And with your fingers, do the same on the other eye. Just blend the edges. So next I'm going to use the shade called Twilight Sable from the Nye Eyeshadow palette. This is the theatrical eyeshadow palette. Use this Morphe M507, which is like a nice small brush. It's like a nice smudge brush. And we're going to work very close to our lids. We're just focusing on our lids, like the lower part of the lid, and we're not going above this. So concentrating the color only close to the eyelashes, just like that. At any given point you feel your eyeshadow has gone a little up, don't worry, you can simply blend it using a nice blending brush. Just blend the edges out. We're going to do the same on the other eye, making sure we're very close to the lashes. Just like that. We're also going to take the same eyeshadow and we're just going to go at the lower lashes. Very lightly, just to give that shade on. We're going to focus mainly on the top lid instead of the lower. Like, I don't want to go too smoky, but something that is quite wearable during the daytime. I'm also taking a black eyeshadow from the same palette, and I'm just focusing that almost at the outer edge of my eyes, just like that. And then again blend it. Oh, I'm using Morphe 505 brush to blend, just in case if I didn't mention it before. can see the intensity is only at the outer edge here. Same thing on the other eye. Softly blend the edges. Next, I am taking this eye pencil from MAC in the shade Teddy. Now, if you want to use a black eye pencil, it's completely up to you. It's your preference. You can manipulate this look the way you want to, like the way you like to wear. Next, I am going to clean up underneath my eye because it's quite dirty because of the fallout. And we're just going to clean up using the same foundation brush that we used before. Now, for the under eye, I am going to use this Studio Finish concealer in the shade NC42. Now this acts as a nice corrector for underneath the eye for me. And the brush I'm using is this flat brush from Vega, and it's their pancake brush flat, which looks like that. It's quite fluffy and quite soft. Very good for underneath your eye. Now with the help of this corrector, you can also clean up your under eye, like whatever eyeshadow has fallen on your skin, you can definitely clean that up. Then I am going to use two concealers. Now, not necessary that if I use two concealers, you do have to use it. It's just that I have two with me just to mix and match and make my own color. Hence I'm using the two. But if you have a concealer that works good for you, you can definitely go ahead and use that. So the first concealer shade that I'm using is number 25. It's the Fit Me concealer from Maybelline. It's just going underneath my eye, just like that. Brighten a little bit. I'm just using tiniest amount of the shade called Sand. I'm just making like wings. I am using this angled highlighting brush from Real Techniques, which I really like for my concealer because it's nice and angled, so it just fits your under eye area quite well, and just it's fluffy enough to blend the concealer for you. Now I am keeping this look quite wearable, so we're not going too heavy with the contour or not we're going too heavy with the highlighting. So we're just keeping it quite natural, like quite minimalistic, even for the skin, even for the eyes. Like we do want a nice smoky definition to the eyes, but nothing too overpowering. That's underneath the eye done. Next, I am using this concealer from LA Girl, and it's in the shade Chestnut. And I'm using this to contour my cheekbones and just to give a little bit of color to my skin. And the brush I am using, now what I'll do is with the help of this angled brush, I am going to place the contour where I want, and with the help of a nice dual bristle brush from Real Techniques. It's one of their limited edition brush, and I'm gonna blend the contour with this. So I'm going slightly little higher, and I'm not going too down all the way with the contour because I don't want the contour to come all the way down. So I'm just restricting my hand movements when I'm placing the contour, which is very essential. Just like that. Next, I am using the Sleek Makeup Contour and Highlight palette. This is in the shade medium. I'm using the contour color just to intensify the contour there. Just changing my brush, using a nice fluffy brush to blend the contour. Proper placement of product is what really matters. Then again, I'm going to use a fluffy brush and I'm taking some more of the contour product. I'm just intensifying that directly. We're going to use a blush, and we have to make sure that our blush is not too it is something that really balances our makeup look. Like if we, so for me, I would just use something like this. This is called Natural Blush. It's a nice soft color to go on the cheeks, so I would definitely use something like this. And I'm using the same angled brush. I'm just going to go slightly at the apples, so you can see it just gives like a nice hair bristle. So it just gives like a nice color to the cheeks without just overpowering the color. It just gives like a subtle color to the cheeks basically. So that's the cheeks done. Then we're going to come back and do our eyes. Now for the eyes, I just want a little bit of warmth going at my crease. So for my crease, I'll just use the same Morphe brush. This is 505 that I used before. And I'm using the same contour color, which is like a nice warm color. Tap off the excess. I'm just going to go slightly at your crease. See the difference? And then using the same small brush that we used before, I'm taking the same brown, deep brown color that we used on our lids, just to go underneath my eye. But then be careful of fallouts again. Then to highlight under my brows, I'm using the same highlighter color that we took from a Sleek highlighting palette, highlight and contour palette. I'm slightly using that. We don't want too much of shimmer going on, but we just want like a nice subtle highlighter underneath the brows. Make sure you tap off the excess all the time. And I'm using the same highlighting color. I'm going to go at the inner corner of my eye. And I'm using just a nice small old lip liner brush. Next is time for mascara, and I am using my L'Oreal mascara. This is the L'Oreal Miss Manga mascara. Be careful not to block the mascara, which I always do. I love this mascara. I mean, can you see what it does to your lashes? Like, can you see this eye and can you see the side, the difference? We are going to highlight, and I'm using the Sleek, can you see me? Hello there. We are using one cream and 4 powder highlighters, which are super duper pigmented, and they're lovely. So I'll just start with the cream one, so it will just help to intensify the highlight that we did before. After this. Look at that. and I am using these two highlighters today, like the bottom two ones. Look at that highlight, like seriously. I am in love with this palette. Use a foundation brush just to slightly blend. I'm using this Makeup Forever HD loose powder. I'm just going to set the under eye, just a T-zone. So I'm using a mixture of lipsticks, which I'll just take you through in a minute. But before that, I'll just line my lips using Spice Lip Pencil from MAC. I love this lip color. It is so pretty. And I'm just going at the center. So this is my finished subtle brown smoky eye everyday, whatever you can just call it. I am in love with this look. Like if I have to wear a smoky eye, I think this is the kind of eye look that I would really go in for. I hope you like my makeup look, and yeah, if you did like the makeup look, please give a thumbs up, and I would love to know whatever you think about this look. And yeah, I mean, so yes, I will see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.